Hello, 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 and happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. It is a terrific Thursday evening, and I want to welcome you guys to the show of Girl Your Money Matters, affectionately known as the gym, where we have all sorts of exercises to help you get financially fit. What's up, DJ Tony? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Say hey to the people.
Hey people, what's going on, everybody? How you doing, little sis?
Listen, the title of tonight's show is Let's Be Okay with Not Being Okay.
Ooh,
So
Lord.
that's how I'm doing today. All right. That's how I'm doing today. May is mental health awareness. And it's been on my mind because as I talk to other business owners, entrepreneurs, about what is going on with them, how they're feeling, I am getting the sense of burnout from a lot of people. I am getting that sense of burnout from a lot of people, especially women. It's coming down to the end of school years. You got proms, you got graduation, you got kids just really trying to get through the end of the school year to promote to the next grade. For some people, those year long expenses that they have been avoiding are now starting to hit. And if you want your child to be promoted to the next grade, the schools are sending home bills that are about as big as rent and mortgage. I kid you not, that was horrible seeing those statements go home to different students, and some of them in tears because mom or dad couldn't afford it and they put that child's graduation in jeopardy. So it's this time of year is quite hectic. You got Mother's Day coming up. So for people who have lost their loved one, their moms especially, or their mother figure, um, it is a lot going on, Tony. And you're dealing with your own health issues. I'm dealing with health issues, work stress. And you know what I'm finding is that people are getting to the point where it's like I'm almost at the brink of a nervous breakdown. We're at the brink of nervous breakdowns. And so I wanted tonight's conversation to really be about it's okay to not be okay. Okay. We're dealing with all of the stress. And then when your finances, of course, you got to wrap it around the money. When your finances are part of one of the things that's keeping you up at night, that's a lot more stress and anxiety because there's some things with your finances you can control, some things you can't. And so people are struggling all across the board with how to deal with what's going on. And so I just wanted to have some conversation. Our self care strategist, she may chime in later, but again, she's dealing with the loss of two close friends who were, victims of murder. And tonight is the memorial. So we have all sorts of things that people are dealing with, and we're struggling with how to keep balance. Okay, so the first thing that I want to say is to you, you don't have to be in alignment with everything. It's okay that something drops. It's okay that you have to put something on the back burner. It is okay to say, you know what, this the limit, and I'm here. And what the song say, Tony? I know you got it on there. Don't push me,
I pushed to
cause
that
I'm
edge.
close to the edge.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm about to lose
trying
mine.
not to lose my head.
It's a jungle. It's, yeah, it's like a jungle.
Thi- this is the thing that a lot of people are feeling. So my personal experience, even just today, somebody called me and said, you've been quiet today. How's it going? I said, it's going as well as it's gonna get. People leave me alone, I leave them alone. Today has been a very quiet day because I just, that one thing, that proverbial one thing that'll send me boop, I don't want that because I've been pulled this way. I've been pulled that way. I've been dealing with this and dealing with that, trying to balance. And as business owners, sometimes when you're a one woman show or one man show, When you start feeling stressed, you have an impact in your business where you don't show up. I know it. Having the same struggle. And I want you to know it is okay for something to be out of whack. That is a sign that you need to step back, regroup, rejuvenate, and then come back to it. So, Tony, how do you feel about that? Because I know you got some stuff on your plate that you're dealing with, and we sending you much love, prayers, and all of the
Gratitude.
things so that you can have a speedy recovery.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And to my little sis, I got her in my prayers too. I know how that is. You know, I've lost very close people in my life to senseless gun violence and murder. So I understand that place that she's in right now because I've been there. And there is a way out. Just
Yeah,
continue to look up where your strength comes from. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, I agree with you on that because me as a man, as a black man who was conditioned to think one way, which was not exactly the truth, you know, um, I had to learn to deal with failures in a way that was understandable for me, not the expectation of the other person who I may have disappointed. You know what I'm
hmm,
saying? So for me, I had to stop internalizing and fighting with myself in situations that was so much out of my control that I couldn't have handled it no way. You know,
right.
but I'm giving myself more problems by stressing over something that I know I can't control, but I'm trying so hard to because this is what I was conditioned. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? You know, we gotta
Hmm.
fix everything. So I had to learn how to just let it go. You know what I'm saying? Life gonna be life. Stuff gonna
That's
happen.
it. That's it.
Stuff is just gonna happen, man. You gonna get a lot of gut shots. You gonna have to bend on one knee and catch your breath. But all I'm saying is, don't stay on that knee. Get back up. Just
Yeah.
get back up. Just get back. I know it hurt. I'm hurting now. Trust me, I am hurting now. But I refuse to break. I've been. Oh yes, Lord, I've been. But I refuse to break. You know what I'm saying? So, um, allow yourself to be not okay, cause it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. You
Yeah.
did. Just don't bag yourself in a corner where you can't get out. That's all I'm
Right.
saying. You know what I'm saying? Cause we all go through it. Everybody go through the moments. Had that situation. You know what I'm saying? But it's all in your mindset and how you deal with it. You know, I'm just at a point now to where don't nothing matter to me but my health right now. And that's
Mm,
all I'm saying. You dig what I'm saying? Cause
I know.
if I'm not here, ain't nothing else gonna matter. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And that is where we talk about women having to prioritize their self care,
Yes.
even when things are all out of whack. Right. You
Absolutely.
think about it. Back in the day, Big Mama was sick and coughing and stomach and back hurting, all these ailments and impairments that she was dealing with. Yet she was still going to work. She was still making sure that the kids got cooked, dinner, hot meal, fed, the clothes were iron pressed, all of those things. And she boiling over in pain and not feeling well. And a lot of times women suffered in silence. Like they would sometimes Big Mama wouldn't even tell anybody that she was not feeling well because she knew that if they knew, they would turn around and be like, okay, well, mama, stop doing this, stop doing that. And she knows that she's got to do all of these things to keep the house in order. And
Mm-hmm.
so we suffered in silence so much that our not only our physical health, but our mental health was jeopardized jeopardized. So in today's time, we want to shift that perspective or that attitude that you got to be all things. 30, the Proverbs 31 woman, it don't have to all be in one day.
Thank you.
It don't even have to be all in one week because she did a whole lot. She was every woman then some. You don't have to do it all in one day. There's nothing wrong with having a multitude of skill sets, a lot of talents, but you don't have to exhibit and utilize them every day, all day. Because if it's just like a battery, it can
Mm-hmm.
run only so much, and then you got to take it out and either replace it or recharge it. And since
Yep.
we're not replaceable, we do need to recharge. And the recharge, that's what we talk about, mental health and self-care. Those things look different for everyone. And so when I was talking to a group of women not too long ago, I told them one of the things that they had to do was create a weekly self-care regimen, whether
Mm-hmm.
that be walk outside, change the environment, get some fresh air, move away from the desk where they've been sitting for the last 4 or 5 hours, stretch their legs. And then if you can squeeze in that massage, or you can squeeze in that date night, or whatever it is that self-care looks like to you, to make it happen on a regular basis.
Amen.
Okay, we have to make it happen on a regular basis. And I'll say that as long as we have been podcasting on this platform, which is the Brownstone Worldwide and KCCR Radio, where we are using this platform to change the narrative for our Black and Brown communities, I want us to be able to say to women, listen, you ain't got to do it all. You don't have to carry the baby in the belly and baby on the hip, baby on the back, and the basket on top of your head, and then go home and the washing and the cooking and the cleaning. You don't have to do all of it. It does not have to all. It has to be done, but you don't always have to be the one to do it in one day. And
Amen.
sometimes we have to be okay with saying, you know what, this just gonna have to wait till tomorrow. You know what? I'm gonna have to look in my little pocketbook and see if I got enough to pay somebody else to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Let somebody else do it. Okay. Um, because depression is real. Depression is real. And sometimes, for me personally, over the last 2 or 3 years, I've had bouts of depression that I didn't know I was in until I was out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I had to look around and be like, how you let all of this happen? Where was your mind when this was going on and this was going on? And then I realized I was so far down depressed. That's how it happened. That's how
Mm-hmm.
this ended up this way, or this ends up looking this way. Because I wasn't here. Really, all I had the strength and the energy to do was log off this work computer and get into bed.
Mm-hmm.
And I was sleeping my time away because I couldn't do anything else. So we had a combination of depression and some health things going on at the same time. And it
Yep.
took me to go get a checkup and say, okay, this is off balance, this is out of whack. And now I gotta switch up some things. So there are a lot of you who are experiencing it. I get messages that talk about, hey Nicole, I'm sorry I haven't been keeping up because this is going on. And it's a lot of people out there experiencing a lot of trauma and tragedy. And some of it is just they're overwhelmed. They're overwhelmed and things are starting to get out of place. They're off balance. It's okay. It's okay. Do the things that you need to do to get yourself back on track. But when you get back on track, I want you to make sure you build in some self care and some quality time with you. I had
Yes.
to explain to somebody not too long ago, Tony, and this is a lesson that took me a while to learn. Some people are, whatever their feelings are about another person and their confidence level. And I told somebody, I said it took a long time for me to get to love me and all the skin that I'm in. And once I got there, your feelings don't concern me about how you feel about me. Them your feelings. That's a
Right.
them problem. That boy said that on TikTok. That's a them problem.
Yeah.
That's a you problem.
That's your
I
issue.
don't have a problem.
Yeah.
I love me. I love the skin I'm in. All of it, whether it's wide, dark, stretch mark, whatever it
It don't
is.
matter. It's mine and it's
It's
me.
mine,
It's all
and we
mine.
it's all mine, and we go well together.
Yeah.
But sometimes other people project their insecurities on other people. So a lot of you out here listening, whether it's now or on the replay, you are carrying the burdens that don't even belong to you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And for
And
what?
people don't realize that.
Yeah,
We're
but
carrying the burdens of our parents. We're carrying the burdens of our loved ones. We're carrying the burdens of our children, our supervisors, co-workers, classmates. We're carrying burdens that don't even belong to us. And the
voluntarily.
sooner Tony, say it again.
Voluntarily. You
And
know,
the sooner that we realize that it's voluntarily that we're voluntarily carrying somebody else's garbage, the sooner we can put it down. The sooner we can put it down. So you're when you carry somebody else's burden and you let it go, you'll be surprised that the burden that you thought was yours is much heavier than what really is your own burden.
amen.
Mm. We
Mm-hmm.
don't think about it like that. We start
No.
carrying other people's garbage. We make it our own. We're trying to fix their problems. And guess what? They out living their best life while
Ain't
we're
even,
struggling with their problems.
yeah. Ain't even thinking about us because they know that they just started that worry in us. They didn't went on about their
Mhm.
business to go get somebody else stirred up. You feel what I'm saying? so,
Absolutely.
so yeah.
So it is. It's coming up on Mother's Day,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people are feeling a way about it
Absolutely.
because their mother is passed on, or in my scenario, you might not have that close relationship with your mother, or that mother figure is no longer here, and it's a sad time, right? It's a happy time because you remember all the good things, but it's also a sad time. And it's okay for you to have to take a couple of steps back to gather yourself. You don't have to run. We are not energizer bunnies. We don't just have to keep going, 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 going. Right? I really want to drive that home for you. The audience is made up of mostly women based on our statistics. A lot of women, mostly moms, that are here to listen, and get tips on how to just, make it through this life each day. And so when you are examining yourself, I want you to start classifying the things that are bothering you. So if you are finding yourself to be stressed about your finances, what get more specific with what the issue is. Is it that you don't have enough money coming in? Is it that the money coming in is not being budgeted well? Is it that you're spending more than you should? Find the specific issue so that you can develop a specific solution. And once you do that, whether it's something you got to work at least knowing what path you're going on will help you start to feel better, which will help alleviate some of that stress and anxiety.
Amen.
Okay. If you feel that you are overwhelmed with all of your responsibilities that you have to maintain on a day to day basis, write them down and prioritize them. Now, somebody asked me when I told them that, how do I prioritize my priorities? Now, listen, what's priority for me may not
Not,
be
not,
priority for you.
right.
Okay.
Only you know your
Only
priority.
you know. This is where you have to know yourself
There you
and
go.
your scenario. So what's
Mm-hmm.
priority for Tony may not be priority for Nicole, and what's priority for Nicole might not be priority for Tony.
Mm-hmm.
We're different people. Like, we know we have some similar priorities, but on a day-to-day basis, Tony, you might find Tony on riding the train in Chicago, going to visit the seniors. I'm gonna send them all the love and care that I can from the privacy of my own home. I ain't get on the train.
Ain't getting right. You know,
Hanging
right,
on the train.
right, because it can go either way on the train.
That's right. We're hanging on the train. But if Cody needs something, hey, let me cash app you something. Or you know what, let me send you a care package. And then when you go see the seniors, you can pass this out. But we still have a love and compassion for the people. But the priority for me ain't to get on that train and go see him. But he is out there going to visit his seniors. And
Yeah,
I applaud him for that. So what's priority for me and what's priority for him is different. So I can't tell you what those things are, but once you put the priorities together, then we can go about a pathway of executing things differently. Okay,
yes.
so I got it. Today is my daughter's. Let's see. Hold on. I'm getting too old to remember
That's why
how
you keep a
old
notepad and a pen that by
she was.
write
My
it down.
daughter turned. She was 28 as of 7:47 this morning.
Well,
She
happy
turned
birthday.
28. Yeah, it is. So happy birthday, Brianna. And
Happy
she took the
birthday.
day off and she's going to a little concert tomorrow. Okay, that little hangout with her friends. Oh, to be 28 again, no only knowing what I know today.
Ooh, I'd have been a millionaire 10 times over. Ooh,
Baby, tell me about it,
ooh,
Tony.
good
Tell me.
Lord.
So
Ooh,
I am coming up on my 14-year work anniversary. So that's
congratulations.
in about a week or so. And
Yes.
so it's a lot going on. We've got a savings challenge that's coming up. We're working on some stuff in the background and just trying to get things together. So we're going to keep it short tonight. We're going to keep it real short tonight. But I want to say this: whatever you're dealing with, it's been sent your way because the man upstairs knows that you can handle it. May not
Fact.
feel like it, may not seem like it, but everybody can't handle everything. And so, even when you have to regroup, reset, and rejuvenate, then come back again, you come back stronger, you come back with more clear um, vision with what you're trying to do and what you need to do, but don't be afraid to step back. It is okay to not be okay all the time. I'm going to encourage you to make sure that you have someone to talk to, whether they're, if, especially if you need to talk to a professional. Please talk to a professional. If you're having love and relationship problems, see a professional or someone who has conquered the problems that you're experiencing. Not that person bashing friend that you got, because we all got one. They gonna bash the man, they gonna bash the girlfriend, they gonna bash the money issue, they gonna bash the people. That's not who. No. I love you from a distance, but not tonight. Okay, get you some professional help if you need to. This is the time, and it's more open in today's society, and it's
Mm-hmm.
nothing to be embarrassed about. Nothing at
Right.
all. Okay, so I really just wanted to talk to the people about being okay with not being okay. Because trust me, it, if you're standing in a room with 10 people, 8 out of 10 of them are experiencing the same thing. Different versions, but the same thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? Just a little different. Just a little different. So Tony, tell me this. What time you gotta be where tomorrow?
Um, I have to be at the Jesse Brown facility at 9:30 in the morning. So, but I'll probably get there at 8 cause I don't know why it's required for me to do a COVID test. I did all of the COVID shots, but they telling me I could still get COVID, and I'm like, well, what was the system me getting all them damn shots for?
Yes, anytime you have a surgical procedure, because I've
Yeah,
had two since COVID, and
No.
you
Okay,
do because
cause I
be
was finna go in there
surprised.
fussing.
You be
I was.
surprised.
Yeah, I was finna go in there fussing because I'm like, hold them up, Jim Shoe.
Don't fuss
Hey,
with the people.
I ain't gonna fuss with. Hey, but you know what though? People say it all the time. They say, "Boy, you fuss with them doctors." But one thing I can say, when you fuss, you be in the doctor's office. Yeah, yeah. I got a right to fuss, but I'm still
That's it.
going. But
I'm still
I'm
going.
still going. They just gotta hear it. That's all. But yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna go at 8. Do what they need me to do, man. I'm gonna stay overnight for the little observation thing. So like I say, I'm doing what I need to do to keep me here. I trust my creator, but I know it's some things that he's required me to do for self that
Absolutely.
that I must do. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
So it's that's that. I know everything gonna be okay because I know who I belong to. You know, you know what I'm saying. So I
That's
ain't worried.
it.
I ain't worried about that. You know what I'm saying.
That's it.
It's just
Going
a,
in. This is just a part of the process.
a
It's
part
something
of the
we got to
process.
do. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So
and
I
that's okay.
And I thank you, boss lady, everybody at the Brownstone for the prayers and the encouragement, man. See, that's why I love y'all, man. We are an internet family that seem like we've been knowing each other forever, but we just actually meeting one another. And God know what he doing. You know what I'm saying? So thank each and every one of y'all. I want to leave this to all of my sisters that's struggling with not being okay when it's okay to be okay. Listen, it's okay that you feel that way. You did, cause this is a place that you ain't really been there before. You know what I'm saying? I gotta say shout out to my boy, the Saint, first generation Xers, cause I'm streaming live on Twitch TV. Thank you, Saint, for coming in. But for my sisters, please look, go through the process.
Yeah.
Let it happen. Let it happen. Don't hold it in. Don't hold it in because when you hold it in, it's like a cancer. It'll cling and come back and it'll be even worse. So let it all go. You know what I'm saying? Let it all go. Get in the mirror. Forgive you. Forgive you. Because we all vulnerable, but we'll forgive everybody else but ourselves. You feel what I'm saying? So if
We
I don't forgive me, then wow. So let it go, forgive yourself, and then get back up. Because, baby, it's going to be all right. Trust me, it's going to be all right. You might feel like Job right now, but trust me, you're going to step out into a territory that's going to be so vast and enlarged to where you ain't going to do nothing but say, but God. Remember, we all we got, y'all.
Yes, and that is so true, Tony. Because I tell women all the time, I want us to get better at extending the level of grace to ourselves that we extend to everyone around us. Um, but and sometimes I see a lot of women that will pour and pour and pour and pour, and then they don't have anything left to give to themselves because you can't pour from an empty cup. So,
Thank you.
I really just wanted to talk tonight about, letting people know, men and women alike, because men get a bad rap sometimes. They got to be the strong one because they the head of the household, but they have feelings and emotions the same way that we do, and they should be just as free to express themselves the way that we do and be vulnerable.
Yes.
Okay, they got to
Yeah.
be able to, because as you said, stress and anxiety causes illness, cause all sorts of illnesses, and to the extent that stress can kill you.
Yes, it will.
Stress can and will kill you. It is one of the leading causes of heart attacks, and folks die when they have heart. They folks can die from heart attacks. So I want you, whether you're listening now, whether you're catching the replay, forgive yourself. Be okay with not being okay. Just don't give up.
Just don't give up.
Don't give up. Okay. So we cutting it short tonight. Look, this is one of our mental health breaks.
Yeah.
As your girl been pulling 12-hour days on the job. and
I
I am
know.
wiped out. So
I know you
I'm not gonna push myself because I am right where I belong. I'm finna get in the bed. That's right where I belong.
are.
In the bed. And
In
so,
the
Tony,
bed.
as you know, you get prepared for tomorrow. Know that we are sending lots of love and everything, and just as often as you can, keep us updated, and stuff like that. And so, thanks for Mr. Saint.
Yeah.
First Gen X is coming on in from the Twitch side. From the Twitch side, we thank you, we thank you, we thank you. And we will be back here with you for Girl Your Money Matters, aka the gym, where we have all sorts of exercises to help you get financially fit. We will see you on Monday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. You all have a great weekend.
May the
Bye.
fourth be with you.
That's it. That's it. And listen, don't make the news on Cinco de Mayo
Don't.
tomorrow.
I bet not hit when I get home. I bet
Don't
not
we
hit.
look? We ain't got no bail money.
Nah,
We ain't got no bail money.
I just told y'all.
Look, I know
I,
we all we got, but we ain't got no bail money.
I ain't got that kind of change. I ain't got that kind of change.
Bye, y'all.